But also remember that this kid was living with the Reiners, up until the murders. And they knew his problems. They were everything I've been talking about today. They knew, 1,000 times more. And they still embraced him and tried to help him and loved him. And, a reporter once asked Rob about this, that do you not like your kid or something to that effect? And he said, I love my kid. And he was just like unhesitatingly quick to jump and say, I love him. And, when the jury hears this, I think it's going to really resonate. And it kind of brings me to something. And look, I obviously have a dog in this fight because you're going to say, well, we're TMZ, so of course we won it. I really hope that this trial is televised. And I'll tell you why. This will bring to life the real struggle with mental illness and what families, even with means, have to deal with, because, there are a lot of people who never have a fighting chance. In fact, it's funny because somebody today who's involved in this told me this kid the quote was, never had a fighting chance. That's what they said. But, a lot of people think, oh, well, they have money, they can afford a psychiatrist and rehab and everything else. And this is going to show that doesn't solve the problem, and that the problem can't just be solved by throwing somebody in a facility for 30 days. And it may not be solved very well at all, but there are things we can do, and people have ignored this. And I think if it comes to life in a trial, and especially presented by somebody like Alan Jackson, who's just a fabulous criminal defense lawyer, he's just fresh off the Karen Reed victory, but he can present that case, because this is going to be a case presented about mental illness, and it's going to have all the elements in it. It's going to have love and violence and frustration, and you're going to see all the people in Rob Reiner's orbit testifying about what the family tried to do. And I think because people will have such connections with the witnesses and the story and the fact that this is a beloved guy, this will be a trial as big as O.J. Simpson in many ways.